In the mysterious world of Joseph's base, an air of tension fills the room as Claude, Joseph's devoted disciple, is left dumbfounded by the astonishing news relayed by the enigmatic black cat spy as he shakes the cat in disbelief. It appears that Joseph's encounter with our MC Lin was so overwhelming that by just looking at Lin he fainted. Claude contemplates the idea of sending reinforcements to aid their leader, but quickly realizes the potential mistake, considering the seemingly immense power possessed by Mr. Lin that even the Holy Knight Joseph wasn't able to withstand. As the investigation at the bookstore unfolds, Claude's phone rings abruptly and he answers with urgency, demanding a detailed report on the situation. To his surprise, the news he receives contradicts his initial assumptions. Joseph is leaving the bookstore seemingly unharmed and without any dire consequences. Intrigued and bewildered by Joseph's actions, Claude receives a personal call from him instructing him to recall the investigative team and elevate the bookstore's classification to top secret, Class I. Claude, taken aback, recalls each type of classification letter code from A. Abnormal, P. Panicky, D. Destructive, and I. Indescribable. Admiring Joseph's astute yet compassionate nature, Claude promptly follows his orders and ensures the necessary adjustments are made. As Joseph returns to the base, Claude is still shaken by the recent events. Joseph inquires if anyone was present during their phone call, to which Claude reveals that Morrison Gregg, the ardent investigator and Joseph's fan, was with him. Joseph, unwavering in his decisive actions, instructs Claude to employ a forget rune on Morrison Gregg to erase any memory of their conversation. Claude then explains how the investigator Morrison Gregg is from a mage family that is talented and unique in the field of shapeshifting, and how as his fan he's donated large sums of money every year to different charities as the Holy Knight's die-hard core fan. Joseph, recalling how deep mage family pockets run, inquires the shapeshifter to just donate the funds directly to his idol instead, with the benefit of being taken in by his idol under the pretense of becoming a knight's apprentice. Claude, infuriated, deep down despising how Joseph could truly be a holy knight yet so greedy and wicked to take advantage of one of his disciples, yet without hesitation, Claude complies. In the heart of the base, Joseph diligently fills out a report classifying the bookstore as a top-secret area with an owner of immense power. After submitting the report, we later find ourselves at Joseph's residence. He engages in a heated phone call with someone who spread rumors of his demise. Asserting his well-being and the only thing capable of causing his death at the moment is the interceptor's annoyance, Joseph redirects the caller's attention to Claude. He then playfully interacts with his daughter, advising her to drink milk before sleep, which she interprets in hopes of having her growing taller. Amused but not fully convinced, his daughter retorts, emphasizing her role as an undeniable classic combat knight captain rather than a child. Unperturbed, Joseph jests that marriage might elude her if she doesn't remember to drink her milk. Unbeknownst, hitting her below the belt with a relationship reality check, she embarrassedly mocks her father as a muscle brain. However, her attention shifts to the intriguing book given that was given to her father by our MC, piquing her curiosity as she believes her father doesn't usually show interest in reading. Melissa, Joseph's daughter, unable to resist the allure of the mysterious book, decides to peruse its contents. The captivating and realistic stories within the book lead her to wonder if its protagonist could be the illustrious Elf King Candela. She is quickly interrupted by the return of her father, reminding her to drink her glass of milk before heading off to bed, and with a pain of annoyance, she shuts herself back into her room, slamming the door behind her. Recalling her father's mention of a highly classified bookstore, Melissa determined to access the classified files using a key inherited from her radiant knight mother. She is determined to excel as a knight and make her parents proud. As she immerses herself in the classified files, Melissa discovers that the target, the bookstore, is surprisingly classified as friendly. Although initially unimpressed, she can't help but feel drawn to explore the bookstore for herself. As she prepares for sleep, she glances at the glass of milk on the table, wondering if it holds the secret to her desired growth as her father entails her. With a blush of red on her cheeks, she indulges into the drink with the hopes of her true desires of growth will flourish into lushly torpedoes. Let's take a quick moment of admiring how beautiful Melissa looks, because boy am I rooting for her. Back to the story, the journey of secrets and discoveries unfolds as intrigue and excitement envelop Joseph's base and the lives of those connected to him. Amidst the relentless downpour and red rain warning in Noken's lower city district, our MC Lin diligently tends to his bookshop, well aware of the potential flooding and road closures. Determined to protect his precious books, he valiantly mops the floors. Considering acquiring a boat to cope with the continuous rain outside, he contemplates how he'll continue his everyday living, let alone receiving any customers, and if the relentless downpour continues through as it has been for a week, while now seeing how the horrendous flood on the first floor of his shop had receded, almost feeling like he would have had to move and relocate business elsewhere. Inside the cozy store, after our MC immaculately finished the floor and opened up shop, Lin's concern extends beyond his literary treasures as he worries about a small cat he saw earlier, hoping it found shelter from the harsh weather. Meanwhile, in Joseph's office, Morrison Gregg's enthusiastic admiration for Joseph amuses Claude, who playfully advises him not to go overboard with his fanfare. In a neighboring apartment, a frustrated neighbor struggles with a malfunctioning TV, recalling Mr. Lin's helpful nature. Despite disliking going out in the heavy rain, he musters the courage to seek Mr. Lin's assistance in fixing the tripped fuse outside. Obliging as ever, Mr. Lin agrees to help. Lin hesitates, feeling a wave of unease. Little does he know that the demon with whom he once made a deal returns, appearing friendly and willing to assist him. Not wanting to offend the demon, Mr. Lin accepts its help, believing it could be an expression of gratitude for their past encounter. The demon steps out into the pouring rain, effortlessly fixes the circuit breaker, and saves the neighbor's TV. Overjoyed, the neighbor thanks Mr. Lin and promises future requests for his aid. However, unknown to them, the consequences of the demon's actions on the neighbor's TV lead to terrifying consequences. After a fulfilling day of good deeds, Mr. Lin returns to his bookshop feeling content with his actions. But his tranquility is interrupted when a visitor arrives unexpectedly. To his surprise, it's Old Wild, known for his elegant demeanor, arriving to convey his gratitude for Mr. Lin's past favors. Graciously, Old Wild presents a gift he carefully crafted for 2 years as a token of appreciation. Mr. Lin humbly wonders about the precious item he's about to receive, considering his modest nature. The gift placed on the table turns out to be a dream catcher, triggering memories of his earthly past and the cultural significance of such objects. Old Wild reveals that this dream catcher contains a powerful dream, handcrafted with utmost care. Realizing the potential benefits amid the restless nights due to the storms, Mr. Lin expresses gratitude for the thoughtful gift. As Old Wild departs, he contemplates the dream contained within the dream catcher, aware of its alluring charm yet hidden danger. In the midst of a chaotic and perilous battle, a deafening explosion rocks a building, hurling Kay through the air. Just as she hurtles towards the ground, Max's chains miraculously wrap around her, saving her from a deadly impact. With caution in their hearts, Max warns Kay about the unexpected enemies they face, formidable mages fighting against them. One mysterious mage stands out, chanting in an arcane tongue, unleashing a powerful spell from his staff to attack Miss Jie. A monstrous snake lunges at her, seeking to devour her alive. However, to everyone's amazement, a majestic white wolf leaps to her defense, tearing the snake asunder. The mage is baffled as they were not warned about Miss Jie's ability to retain control while transformed. Another mage proposes a strategy, suggesting the use of niter and sulfate to subdue the white wolf, who fears fire. Despite the rain, they decide to seize the opportunity presented by Miss Jie's panicky state. The magnificent white wolf howls under the moon, while Kay observes nearby, realizing the immense potential of Miss Jie's power to lead them into uncharted territories. In the midst of the action, Kay ponders the role of our MC Lin in helping Miss Jie attain such extraordinary power, curious about his motives. Reassuringly, Max advises her not to dwell on it for now, focusing instead on following Miss Jie and reveling in the glory of their victories. The battle intensifies as 3 mages unleash fiery spells upon the great white wolf. Amid the chaos, a great black wolf rushes to Miss Jie's rescue, drawing the mage's fire spells. Max and Kay join forces, managing to defeat one of the mages. However, the situation escalates, leading to a massive fire explosion, prompting concern from Kay and Max. Meanwhile, 2 enigmatic mages observe the battle from afar, marveling at the unexpected power displayed by the great white wolf. They discuss how Miss Jie's control in her transformed state is rare, acknowledging that not even Old Wild possesses such capabilities at present. One of the mages mentions a report citing Old Wild on 23rd Street and instructs the other mage to search for him, recognizing him as a student of the powerful mage. However, before the second mage can act, the great white wolf appears behind him, utilizing her dimensional travel ability. The mage is shocked, questioning how she located his coordinates and teleported to him. As the wolf bites his hand, the mage desperately calls for help, screaming the name Yuan. Yuan, a powerful mage, prepares to unleash a dangerous spell known as Vertigo Flash. The white wolf recognizes the advanced magic and knows it's a potent and perilous spell wielded only by skilled black mages. Desperate to subdue the wolf, the first mage attacks her, but she responds with unwavering determination, using her will of steel to tear off his arm. However, her triumph is short-lived as she notices a colossal, ominous purple magical sphere above her. Yuan casts Fire Spell, Son of Decay, a spell that fills the wolf with terror. Despite the risk to her body, she must act quickly, utilizing her dimensional travel to blink away. Meanwhile, the first mage approaches Helix, who was wounded in the battle. They discuss Miss G's extraordinary abilities, realizing that her power goes beyond mere teleportation. She can extract crucial information from souls, accurately locate positions, and dispel mind spells. This revelation deepens their intrigue about the significance of our MC's teachings in enhancing Miss G's formidable wolf form, indicating that Lin possesses far greater power than they initially thought. Recognizing the urgency of finding Lin, they emphasize the importance of his power and knowledge. Helix summons a magical egg filled with dark matter, revealing that it holds something even greater than a dream beast, a god. The gravity of their quest dawns upon them as they comprehend the tremendous implications of their discoveries. As Mr. Lin closes up shop for the night and ascends the stairs to his bedroom, his thoughts are consumed by the seemingly endless rain that has persisted for days. Determined to wait for improved weather, he plans to venture out for groceries when the downpour finally subsides. Inside his bedroom, he is immediately drawn to the exquisite dream catcher gifted to him by Old Wild, gracefully hanging above his bed. The craftsmanship of both the dream catcher and the gargoyle he received fills him with gratitude, promising himself to express his appreciation to Old Wild when they meet again. With a sense of tranquility, Lin tucks himself into bed, hoping the dream catcher will fulfill its purpose as he wishes himself good night and sweet dreams. As he closes his eyes, the dream catcher begins to emit a soft, light turquoise enchanting glow. Soon, our MC Lin finds himself transported into a mesmerizing dream world, where snow falls gracefully around him. In awe of the surreal scenery, he discovers a majestic, twisted tree with branches that seem to reach the heavens. Not far from the tree, a slumbering elven woman captivates his attention, emanating an air of peace and beauty. As he gazes upon her, a strange yet familiar melody fills his heart, and an image of the elven lady wearing a regal crown materializes before him. Our MC feels as though he has been transported into a fantastical fairy tale, fully realizing the potency of the dream catcher, just as Old Wild had described. In this dream world, sensations feel astonishingly real to Mr. Lin. Contemplating the possibility of lucid dreaming, he marvels at the prospect of retaining consciousness and control within this realm. Although he is entranced by the elven lady's beauty, letting his sense of pervy sage entice him, he restrains himself from crossing any boundaries, recognizing the importance of respect even in a dream. Yet he cannot resist being taken aback by her allure, especially due to his preference for women with silver hair. Feeling a mix of boldness and shyness, he reminds himself that this is merely a dream, granting him the freedom to be more adventurous as he looks upon her flustered with naughty thoughts. Picking a delicate, fresh flower, he offers it to her and tenderly brushes her hair, savoring the thrilling experience. Unexpectedly, the elven lady opens her eyes, gazing at Lin with a hint of curiosity. Startled but composed, he senses that she initiated the conversation by inquiring about his identity. Intrigued by this unexpected interaction, Mr. Lin readies himself for what promises to be an enchanting and extraordinary journey within the realm of dreams.